Hey guys, and welcome back to Clannad. So let's just jump right back in. A voice just near our seat. When we turn, we see Tomoyo dragging a chair with her. Sunohara and I exchange glances and stay like that. Are you always eating bread, Okazaki? She puts the chair near my desk and sits there. I'm going with bread today too. Wait, I'm going with bread today too, but sometimes I make my own lunchbox. I'm making it myself. Isn't that great? What's wrong with you two? Aren't you going to eat? Alright, I'll feed you two. Jeez, you guys are troublesome. She takes the liberty of opening up the bread on top of the desk and rips pieces off. She then puts the curry bread inside my mouth. And for Sunohara, it'd be interesting to do this. She takes the sausage part of the frank roll and stuffs it in. This suits you well. You really are useful for gags. You exist for that. I think you should be proud because there aren't many people like that. The frank roll dangles under Sunohara's nose as the blood rises up to his head. Why are you here? It broke. The frankfurt's on the top of his nose. Anyway, it's falling. Hey, there's a girl I haven't seen before with them. That color, isn't she an underclassman? Whose girl is she, Sunohara's or Okazaki's? Neither of us! He stands up as he angrily shouts at the curious onlookers. Damn you! What are you planning? I saw you at the cafeteria a while ago and followed you here. It's alright to eat with you together, right? No, it's not. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to eat with you guys. It's not about doing anything. Just forget it and leave it be. I don't understand your joke. This is just wrong. Besides, you're in a different class and to top it all off in a different year. Eating in a different class isn't against the school regulations, right? Must be Sunohara's. He's hiding his embarrassment. So that means she's Sunohara's girl. You're wrong! You're making a fuss by making them misunderstand us. Misunderstand? Didn't you hear? Everyone is thinking that you're my girl or Okazaki's girl. And obviously no one here brings female underclassmen to eat with. I see. Well, I don't really care. We care here. Tomoyo's simply treating us happily as a normal girl. Up until now, I've never thought of her being able to talk this lightly. How about you, Okazaki? I don't really care, you see. You have the worst partner. Why? Are you fine with Sunohara? Aren't you included too? Well, no matter how you look at it, you're giving Sunohara a problem. Tomoyo faces Sunohara as if she's looking at some harmful insect. Huh? Tomoyo strikes the desk with both her hands and looks around the room as she stands up. All of you are wrong. It's not Sunohara. Hey, if it's not Sunohara, then that would mean it's me? I guess so. Well, that's fine, right? She looks satisfied as she smiles, leaving her seat. Hey, Okazaki! Sunohara slams both his hands on my desk the moment Tomoyo disappears. What? Is she going to tag along with you from now on? Not just me, with you too. That's the same! If she's here, strange rumors will surface. I don't know when she'll kick me again, and I can't take this anymore. That's true. You are really enjoying it whenever she kicks you. You sure don't want any strange rumors to surface. You really are selfish, aren't you? Fine then. If she wants to visit, then I could also use her. Sunohara's face looks like some kind of villain. If you think about it, she's the strongest girl in history, and is feared by the delinquents. If we have a girl like her in our hands, we could surely use her. If your clothes became loose, she could sew it back for you. That's right, the strongest girl sewing my clothes. Those would be the strongest clothes. I feel like the strongest if I wear it. As if that would happen, no matter who sews it, it'll still be normal. What are you fussing about with this strongest stuff? We're talking about the strongest here, you know? We have to make use of her. Speaking of which, didn't she say that she can make lunch? This is just perfect. I'll let her make my lunch. That's right, the strongest girl making me lunch. That would be the strongest lunch. It should be mighty delicious. As if that would happen. No matter who makes it, it'll still be normal. It might be delicious. Even so, it'd be a waste if we just use her like that. But I think she'll be really useful with that. Don't worry, just leave it to me. I'll show you something interesting. The lessons start a short while later. I wonder what he's thinking. I can hear his eerie laugh. You there! I'll call you out afterwards if you're noisy. Sorry. The class continues. Lunch has ended and drowsiness has completely overtaken me. I was staring into space, listening to the teacher's voice that half seemed like a lullaby. It feels like the top and bottom of my eyelids are closing in on each other. Something hit my head. I see a piece of an eraser as I look at the floor. Okazaki! Okazaki! What? I'm about to go to sleep. Look outside before you do that. Outside? At the gate, it came again. It came? That cute thing from before. Huh? What did he mean by that? My eyes narrow from sleepiness as I tilt my head and look outside the window. And at the gate, of course, there shouldn't be anyone there right now. Did I just see something out there? It looks like a small animal puttering around. It's snuggling its body at the wall of the gate and happily wagging its small tail back and forth. Botan? It's Kyo's pet. I'm pretty sure it was a wild boar piglet. Did it come to see Kyo again? Okazaki, what are you looking at in the middle of class? There is no blackboard outside the window. His voice suddenly jumps onto me, as if it's some kind of a child disease. I turn my head towards him as I narrow my eyes due to the sleepiness. What's with that look? If you're not going to listen to my lesson, then you're a bother. Just get out. Hey, Okazaki! What's this? You're trying to start a riot in my classroom? Are you aware you'll be expelled if you do that, right? Eek! Without saying anything, I go out into the narrow hallway. Shortly thereafter, I could hear the teacher attempting to gloss over what had just happened. I take a breath as I start walking down the corridor during lessons. No one is at the garden next to the school gate. I can hear the faint voices of the Phi-Ed class coming from in between the courtyard and the school building. Besides that, it's peaceful here. In that silence, the boar wags its tail, rubbing its body and nose against the gate wall. Botan! Boogie! His tail suddenly stands up as I call him. He quickly runs over towards me with his short legs like a fast-forwarding video. Looks like he remembers me. Hey? Ow! Botan dashed and plunged himself onto me. I managed to stop him since his body is small and he's not especially powerful. Boogie! Hey, are you alright? Boogie, boogie! I say you are really reckless, and that's true. Boogie, boogie! Well, it's not really praise, you know. Boogie? I sit on the grass and cross my legs. Boogie! Botan is looking at me with a greedy look on his face. It's hovering its nose in front of me, snorting and wagging its tail. It glances at me. It then hovers its nose in front of me again. It repeats this several times, then as if making up his mind, comes closer. Huh? Boogie, boogie! It sticks his nose between my legs and snorted approvingly. Grabbing hold of his back, I lift it up to eye level. Botan frantically wiggles its short legs. What the hell do you think you're doing, damn it? Boogie, boogie! You're an animal and already you're thinking of hitting on humans now, huh? Emphasize the huh. Anyway, are you a male or a female? If you're a male, I'll stick you in a frickin' pot and fire it up. Boogie! I have a sudden premonition that something is coming. Almost instinctively, the upper half of my body leans to the right. At that moment, I hear something cutting through the air as it whizzes by my left ear. It continues past me. I hear a thud as it slams into the ground. Let's see. A Chinese-Japanese character dictionary? I turn around thinking that it couldn't be. I have a feeling it came directly from the third floor from the class beside mine, Class 3E. Although it was far away, I could see Kyo's bloodthirsty figure. Whoa, seriously? I let go of Botan as I watched the Chinese-Japanese character dictionary sink into the ground. Did she throw that from there? Would I have died if I was hit by that thing? What more, I actually avoided it. Poohee, poohee! While my mind was elsewhere, Botan, who I just released, had gone back to snorting approvingly at me. This time, he was sort of riding on top of my lap as if it were a shrine. Poohee! He's in high spirits, too. He seems to be searching for a spot he'd feel comfortable with. But by using his nose? I glanced behind me. In the distance, Kyo was nodding approvingly. Poohee, poohee! I petted his back for a while. His tail wags in a seemingly happy way. Since it was cute, I continued for a while. I guess 5th period is over. The building exploded with activity, now that no one is in class. Botan was asleep in my lap. It was bothersome, so I messed with his ear and tail until he opened his eyes. Poohee? Yo, you awake? Poohee, poohee! In a little while, your master will probably... Looks like she's here. From behind me, I could hear footsteps approaching. Poohee! What's wrong? Poohee, poohee! Suddenly, he started shaking like he was afraid of something. He's hiding his ear in my lap like a dog, too. When I turn around, I see the younger sister. Yo, what's up? Just a while ago, you suddenly left the classroom, so... about that? Even if I'm here, it doesn't mean I'm listening to the lesson. Or even if I'm there, it doesn't mean I'm listening to the lesson. And it was boring, so leaving was better. But... By the way, this thing's with you, right? Eh? Botan? Why is he here? Well, I think he probably came to see Kyo. He just started shaking a little while ago. I wonder why. Well, I'm sure that's because he saw me coming. Poohee. Could it be that he hates you? Well... perhaps. Her voice seemed to vanish as she spoke. At almost that exact time, Botan's body suddenly stopped shaking. What's wrong? Poohee, poohee! Botan's mood changes from being scared by Fujibayashi to one with a happy voice. He jumps off my lap and takes a big detour to avoid Fujibayashi as he runs. And just ahead is... Oh, you came here again, huh? Onei-chan. Botan runs up and Kyo embraces him. Kyo gave us a smile as she came over. Huh? Ro! Why are you here too? Well... She glances over at me. Actually, she came to confess her love to me. Since she couldn't wait until after school, she boldly approached me. That sort of thing is, well... Her face was turning red and she was getting flustered. Ro, you're quite amazing. It's not like that. It looks like she's about to cry. That was a joke, by the way. I know that. Perhaps she was worried that you got kicked out in the middle of class, so she came here. Saying that, she lets out a sigh as if amazed. Next to me, Fujibayashi swings her head left to right in an exaggerated way, with her face blushing. Well, I'll give you my gratitude for looking after Botan. If so, express your gratitude with something tangible. If you also look after him during 6th period, I'll buy you some juice. Don't make fun of me. In any case, you won't pay attention to the lesson anyway, right? Even if I sleep, it still counts as attending class. Don't just disregard that. I'll treat you to lunch tomorrow. Leave it to me. I beat my chest in consent. Looking at Botan, he also looks quite pleased, oinking through his nose. What is it? Oh, well, I don't think you should do that. I don't really pay attention to the lessons, so I don't mind. Even then, I don't think you should do that. So what now, Nei-chan? Isn't that obvious? You shouldn't be going off and skipping class. Are you trying to pick a fight? Okazaki-kun. I think you should attend lessons more. Yeah, I guess. But what are you gonna do about that piglet? Do you plan to leave him until after school? Well, that's... Pooey. Classes have started. What should we do? Fujibayashi panics all over because of the bell. Botan wags his tail as he watches her current state. Guess we don't have a choice. Kyo takes a breath as she steps forward. I'll take it with me to class. You'll take it, but isn't that sort of bad? It'll be okay, right, Botan? Poohee? We'll go with the stuffed toy. Poohee, poohee. What the hell is that? One of Botan's 7 skills. Poohee. All right, Botan. Go. Pooh. The moment Kyo motions to him, Botan suddenly freezes in place like a statue, and then he stays like that, without a quiver. It's as if he's no longer breathing, not even a wink. You don't mean he's gonna pretend to be a doll in class? Isn't it cool? Are you a dumbass? Huh? You can't hope to keep him like that for 50 minutes, can you? I can. I did forget about him one time when he sank underwater for 10 minutes straight. That's animal cruelty. If we don't hurry back to class, well, the teacher will... Oh, that's not good. The bell's already rang, too. Do you truly think that stuffed animal disguise will be alright? It'll be fine. If you're in doubt, then here. As she says that, she thrusts Botan onto my chest. I'm handing him over to you. Handing him over? You want proof that he can stay like that, right? That's why I'm giving him to you. Put him on your lap while you're taking class. Are you serious? Have confidence in Botan and me. I don't really have any confidence in someone who says they're confident. Well, then I'm counting on you. Kyo. I stop Kyo as she turns towards the school building. And when she turns around, I throw Botan at her. Whoa! She exclaims in a voice not typical for a girl while managing to catch the spinning Botan mid-flight. Nice catch! I give her a thumbs up and smile as she says that. Why, you want me to beat you until you start crying? Want me to kick you until you apologize at least 5 times, huh? He's your pet, right? You should take care of him properly. I told you, it's only for 50 minutes. If that's the case, you won't have any problem handling it, right? To begin with, a man like myself coming back to class with a stuffed toy is strange, isn't it? Having the charm of an innocent child is fine, right? Is that what you really think? Isn't it obvious? My real intention is to make them think, ugh, disgusting, something like that. I'm definitely not taking it with me. I'm not really asking for a favor, you know. Kyo, with a ticked face, turns her heel towards the school building. And then, after class, the stuffed doll moved. What is that? It's fast. Whoa, Botan, wait, stop! Looks like there's a lot of stuff going on next door, huh? Yeah, I could hear a loud voice coming from the hall. Fujibayashi stares at the wall and chalkboard with a look of consternation as she realizes what's going on. I was glad I didn't bring him with me. I thought that from the bottom of my heart. Eventually, homeroom passes and today's lessons come to an end. Okazaki, you want to go home together? I hear a voice as I put my never-opened textbook into my seat. And standing there is Tomoyo, who's carrying a bag. But this is all the time that I have for this episode, guys, so if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!